How's it going, everybody? Sean Deckmar here from Tradecaster.com, and today I want to be discussing the Supernova season. Why have we been seeing so many breakouts and how you can profit during this extremely profitable time? So today, I want to be discussing Supernova season. What is Supernova season and why does it happen? Well, a Supernova season is going to be a 3-month period from October all the way until December where we see huge spikes, huge volume, and huge momentum. The reason why this happens is because we see a return of many traders into the market. Think about it like this. During the summer months, we have July and August where we have a lot of traders traveling around, spending time with family and friends, enjoying the nice weather. Once Labor Day comes around, kids are back at school, traders are back into the markets, and we start seeing the weather change where people are not outside as often. The more traders there are, the more volume there is. And the more volume there is, the better chance stocks have of moving up or down. Now, after a slow market, us traders and us investors, we get very eager to see very large breakouts. And with October being known as one of the most volatile months in the market, it really sets the flame to the upcoming months. So what I want to discuss right now are going to be some of the best breakouts that we have seen so far in the Supernova season. A lot of these breakouts happen so fast and so rapidly, I want to make sure that we take the time to understand why they went on the move they did. The first ticker that we had that really kicked off this season is HX. HX has been such a hot play and it went on a multi-day spike. This was a stock that I didn't touch, and that was just because the first play of the Supernova season, I really want to make sure and have that confidence that buyers are here. Because during the summer months, we usually see quick spike and quick dump. We usually see these stocks last the day and then ends up, leading towards a very big short. I think the best thing to do on the first few days of October is really wait for that clear-cut breakout to know that you can trade with confidence. HX was a multi-day runner with no news behind it whatsoever. Every single day, the stock increased a little bit more as it went from $2 all the way up towards $22. And the thing you'll notice a lot about these plays, especially from October to December, is we are going to have multi-day runners. For every stock that I'm about to present to you has a multi-day run towards it, and that's what makes shorting so scary during this time. So throughout 2021, over 81% of the profits that I've made in my stock trades have been on the short side. And that's why from October to December, I need to be very picky and very selective on where I short. A lot of traders are going to be able to make massive profits on the long side and massive profits on the short side. But if you are too soon to your shorts, that's where you'll see your account get absolutely blown up. So what happened with HX? HX is the typical momentum mover. Day after day after day, you could see each green candle getting slightly larger as more volume, more attention, and there's been more talk about it. One of the biggest tools of our generation in 2021 is social media. Get on Twitter, get on Reddit, get on StockTwits, and see what stocks these traders are talking about. The more people that are talking about a certain play, the higher this stock can go. HX was the first stock to truly get this momentum, and once it started dropping back on down after the spike from $2 to $22, it really set the tone on what could be coming on up. Now, the next stock I want to be talking about is DWAC, which has been the explosive stock that I'm sure you have heard of by now. What happened on DWAC? Well, this stock went from $10 all the way up to, get ready, $175. Yes, if you put in $10,000 in your trading account on Thursday, by Monday you could have made a $165,000 profit. This is why I love the penny stock world so much, and this is why I love this time of the year. The amount of money you can make from a smaller investment, and you can make 100 times what you are putting in. DWAC, what was the cause of this? Why was this stock able to rip and run so hard? Well, simply enough, this came down to Donald Trump. Now, this does not matter if you like Donald Trump or if you dislike Donald Trump. The fact is, he picked DWAC as his SPAC SPAC stock. And what a SPAC company is, or a SPAC stock, is where someone picks this certain company to raise capital for what they are trying to achieve. In this case, Donald Trump is trying to achieve a capital raising for a brand new social media company called Truth. Now, what you need to think about is not only are there investors jumping in on this play, not only are there day traders and swing traders, but you need to think about about the hundreds to millions of followers who may be jumping into this play as well because they support him and this new upcoming platform. So DWAC was able to rip from $10 all the way up to $175 and basically start the meme rallies back on up. And when I say meme rallies, I'm talking about GameStop rally that happened earlier in 2021. I'm talking about AMC rally that happened in 2021. And now this excitement, now this emotion is back. And over the past week, we have seen some of the best breakouts we have seen throughout the entire year. Following DWAC, there has been a few other big penny stock movers, but the big one has been BKKT. And what has led to BKKT going on such a large spike from $10 all the way up to $52 was because MasterCard actually partnered with BKKT. MasterCard is a Fortune 500 company. BKKT is probably a company that you have never heard of before in your life. Whenever a huge company, a credible company, a company that is well known, partners with a little penny stock, that is going to bring up the instant credibility towards that play. Most investors do see these penny stocks as small, scammy little companies, two brothers working out a shed. You would know the stereotypes. And to see MasterCard work with BKKT is what brought in all the credibility towards this play and led to this massive spike. Once again, BKKT, the reason why this is running is not only because it had a great press release, but because of the current market conditions. If this press release came out in July or August, we would definitely still see maybe a 10, 20, 30% move, but because it's happening during supernova season, we are able to see a 200% move, and that is the beauty of these months. Now, one of the biggest supernova plays we have seen over the past week and a half has been one of the most volatile blue chips in the stock market, and that is Tesla. Tesla broke through its record highs last week as it broke through 900 and has been soaring ever since. So this is why we need to be so careful as a shorter. Today, I shorted Tesla at the price of $1,050, and before I knew it, within the first 20 minutes of the market, I was down $20,000. Here's my P&L right here, just so you can see all my entries and see me down $20,000. Now, what I was thinking on this play is this stock has gone on a $200 move over the past 3 days. And in a normal market, we should be seeing a pullback any minute, any second. Unfortunately, as the stock ran on up, my P&L and my red only got bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, this is where you have to make a decision as a trader. Do you cut your loss? Or do you continue to hold the bag? I will tell you right now, if you continue to hold the bag during these times and hope for the best, that is the quickest route to having a blown up account. The best thing you can do is rip off the Band-Aid quick, wait for that next new high, and then go ahead and reshort that play. Tesla, after moving up over the past 3 days, then running up towards just shy of $1,100, I was able to jump back in on a short as the stock came on down, and I was able to make all $20,000 back and finish in the green. This is why it's so important, and this is why I want to show you my P&L. I want to show you that it's okay to take losses, but as long as you manage them, you are going to be an extremely profitable trader. During this time, you will be able to make some of the biggest gains you have ever made in your life, and I want you to understand you can double, triple, quadruple, quintuple your account over the next 3 months. But there's also, with the pros, there will be cons, and you need to be able to understand that. What I want you to do is make sure before every single trade you make over the next few weeks is make sure you have a trading plan. A trading plan consists of an entry, an exit, a why, and a target. An entry is going to be where you get in, why you get in. Do you have more reward or risk if the stock goes against you? Your exit or your target is going to be your desired exit of where you want to get out. Your why is going to be your credibility. And last but not least, I want you to have a stop loss. I want you to have that one price where you are willing to say to yourself, hey, if this trade is not working out, let me move on. Now, this is going to be different from trader to trader based on your account size, but find that area that you will not go past. And if that area is hit on the day, be willing to walk away, because as I've already shown all these different stocks, we're gonna have a lot more in the future. This is to inspire you and to motivate you, showing you that we have HX, DWAC, BKKT, Tesla, and a lot more on the way. If you miss one trade or take one loss, don't worry about it. There's another one right around the corner. So what I want to wrap up with is how we should be trading during this market. And I also want to talk about a few things that may hurt our trading during this market. Personally, for myself, while everything is spiking and everything seems amazing, it is a little bit of a tougher time for me. me. As I already stated, I do enjoy shorting, and the toughest thing for me to do is to be able to nail these tops. What we're going to notice in most cases is that these plays are going to have multi-day runs. Just like we saw in HX, just like we saw in Tesla or BKKT, we usually have to wait until 1, 2, or 3 days before these stocks start coming back on down. If you short on the first day, that's usually a recipe to disaster, and that's a great sign for a lot of new traders and a lot of long traders who like to hold for multi-days. So if you are a shorter, wait until at least 3 days of spiking, and if you are a long trader, you have a great opportunity coming on up. Now, I do want to make sure that you don't develop any sort of bad habits, and as a mentor to over 2,000 different active traders currently at this time, one of the biggest mistakes that I see is supernova season does lead to a lot of bad habits. And what are these bad habits? Well, one of the first things is chasing. As a new trader, we seem like we're always a little late to the game. We always buy stocks a little bit higher on up. We always buy stocks after they go on the breakouts. And in most cases, that usually leads to losses. But over the next few months, a lot of times that's going to lead to wins and wins and wins. And you'll see as we move into the spring, a lot of people end up taking a lot of losses. Don't be a trader that's constantly chasing. Even though it may work out, buying a stock that has gone from $5 to $30 and getting in at $30, assuming it's going to keep going up higher, is not really the best mindset to have in the long run. The better thing to do is wait for pullbacks, wait for dip buys, and try to get in at a more secure area with more reward and less risk. Another big problem we see is holding the bag, as we already discussed. If a trade is going against you, have the mindset of knowing that we have another trade coming on up. There are over 8,000 active stocks on the stock market. Don't get attached to one. There's going to be many more plays in the future. So while trading the supernova season, let's remember, we're going to see multi-day breakouts, usually 3 days of spiking. We're seeing most plays, the mob play, the number one stock, spike over 100%, and usually you are going to want to wait until day 2 or 3 before you start shorting. A lot of this time is based off momentum. A lot of this time is based off of hot news. So when you wake up in the morning, see where the talk is on social media, and if you have any questions, please let me know. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys smash the thumbs up and subscribe. I'll be putting out a video every single week for the rest of the year. I hope you guys enjoy this content, and make sure you sign up to a free 7-day pass on Tradecaster.com if you want to live stream with me every single day. I'll see you guys then. Happy trading.